It's running cons. Like I think the post might be mine. It connected to him. I haven't seen that in a while. Ah, ah. Woo wee. Excuse me. I just pooped in the toilet. Whew. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Sorry about that, Haiti. Catch pictures of these.
Animator wants to join.
Haiti, are you sure?
Yeah, I think I'm done. Yes.
I completely forgot I was muted. So, as you might have seen in at least one of my posts, if not more, I did finally do some more updates on the Washometer WM
Oh, yeah.
985 FL. So, good.
Oh.
The model I added. Auto dispense, of course. And labeled all the buttons too. Harder to see when they're not on, but like when they are. Oh, laggy beep. Hang on. There we go. Oh, filtration rinse. Forgot I had that on. Oh, thought that was my cat's tail for a second. Unless it was hidden under. Nope, just my coat. Or the or the or the Marshall blanket or something. Okay. Let me zoom in so we can see the text better. So here we have. Gotta get to focus. Wash modes. Of course, these can be canceled out. The only thing that can't be canceled out is the spin settings. Because it has no spin, so. Oh, another laggy beep. Okay. So we have. Oh. Eh. It's like a new feature they added. Yeah. So for wash modes, we have normal, the top one, gentle, the middle one, soak, the bottom one. I usually do normal. And it is going to become an actual washer soon in the future. Once I actually build it for real. Wash temperatures, we have cold, warm, and hot. Hang on.
Hmm. Can't wait to be in the future with you, Animator. Can't wait.
Okay. Front. Load. Washer. Is that thing working? Oh, that thing gotta be working. I use warm water. Another laggy beep. That thing always lags and just beeps.
Where's my girl Lola? She's so cute and adorable. She's my lucky girlfriend, you know.
Let's see. Front. Load.
Alright.
Even on volume 1. Okay. Volume 1. Rinse. We have cold and warm. No washer ever uses hot rinse because, don't want to overdo the heating. And again, spin speed is not something that can be canceled. So we have no spin, which just tumbles while draining. Low spin, that's about 500 RPM. Medium, that's about 875. The high is about 1250. And the max, which is the fastest, goes up to about 1500 RPM. Those soil levels: light, less washing, normal, in the middle usually, heavy, a very long wash, or depending on what mode you have. Soak mode usually goes the longest out of all of them. But I think all modes would do about 15 minutes on light soil, max spin on the quick wash setting right here. Speaking of settings, we're going to the
So you know, Animator. You, me, and the girls are going to be in the future when we grow old. We can have our own children. For you and the girls. And me. Because we have a crush on each other.
And here's Steam quick wash, which I brought up earlier. And Steam just goes to 250 degrees.
Well, Animator,
Eh?
I will give you a handy help from your washing. Imagining what to be in the future so we can have kids.
Yeah. And have like a bunch of washers too. I'll be making a lot. Oh no, I ain't.
Even though I saw Ronnie Kuhn's Life of the Future.
Yeah, so water plus, I want to add some water. Skip rinse fill, that's one that can most likely kind of throw everyone off. Now that one, it doesn't actually skip a rinse cycle. What it does is it just keeps the drain going while the water fills in from that top inlet there. It looks big compared to my finger because I'm zoomed in. Oh, I can zoom in more than I thought. Okay. Well, door lock there. Filtration rinse, which is a thing that modern LG also does. Like a thing where it keeps the load balance at about, it's either 75 or 87.5 RPM. Not sure which one. So like while it's filling, and then like once it gets full, it just speeds up to like, I think 150 for about. On the LG, it does 30 seconds. That one, just 15. So extra rinse, we obviously know what that is. Wait, hang on. Okay, so extra rinse, we obviously know what that is. What extra rinse is a okay. So extra rinse is just it adds another rinse to the cycle. Way too easy to remember. The heck was I saying so many times? Pre-wash, that adds an extra wash cycle at the beginning. Usually shorter than the wash.
It's okay. It's just the imposter. I'm sure you can get rid of them. Just don't give up.
Like just depending on
I always protect you, my bud.
like the pre-wash and stuff. And extra, like depending on what kind of settings you have it on.
Just ignore him, buddy.
Feature?
Just ignore him. And then you know what to do.
And here, power wash. Now that is the same thing as LG Turbo Wash. The only difference being it has more jets here. It looks like 6, but it's actually 5. The top one doesn't count because that's the filling inlet. The top one is not a jet, it's just the inlet that fills the machine. Oh, accidentally scrolled down while in full zoom. Okay, so auto dispense. We have bleach, fabric softener, and detergent. That's actually probably the first washer to include bleach.
That's it. Good boy, Dion. Good boy.
Yeah. So that is probably going to be one of the first washers to have bleach included in the automatic dispense system, which on that one is called auto dispense. LG calls it easy dispense, just like the letters E and Z and dispense all in one word. So like you kind of get an EZD at the beginning, like easy dispense. Like I'll show you on a post if I ever get an image of one that actually says easy dispense, like the LG 6998, because that's another easy dispense. And that thing, by the way, is something I added. That's the backside view of the washer. That steel there, that is the...
Yeah, there's Lamo and Ronnie, my cute little best friends.
So yeah, that steel thing on the back there, the one that's like the one that's like gray or like silver. It looks kind of gray on my screen. So that thing is the direct drive motor, because you could see it doesn't have a belt. It doesn't have a belt on that, because that's what direct drive is. They run systems while not, they run the whole thing while not using any belts. Plus the old washer motors. Like those belt drive washers were like very shaky. Like I've seen it before, how much they can shake. Like I've seen before how much belt drive washers can actually shake. I actually had a belt drive washer once. It was the Frigidaire FTF2J40 ES1. Took me a while to actually remember that model number long term. But again, it's the FTF2J40 ES1. I believe that's the 2007 or 2008 model. Somewhere between mid 2000s and late 2000s. Around the time when I came around. And that flashing one right there, that's a start button right there. Start pause, actually. And you see how the options are split from everything else just by that little thing. I actually thought of that system myself. So,
Hee
yeah, even split from the auto dispense too, because they're just their own options. And again, the model right here, WM985FL. WM meaning, obviously, washing machine. The 9 being in the 900s. That kind of pink. Having auto dispense. The 85 is the capacity. So just that number 85 divided by 10. That's 8.5. So that's 8.5 cubic feet as the capacity for the inner drum itself. And FL meaning it's a front loader. If it were to say TL, that would be a top loader. So like, and for dryer models, the WM here would actually be a DR. And FL here would actually be either an E or a G. And the DR would represent that it's a dryer. The E would mean it's an electric dryer. The G would mean it's a gas dryer. So dryer models will never have both letters. It will only have either the E or the G. Again, E is electric, G is gas. I really prefer the E ones electric. Because, like, I feel like they're, like, much better for the environment. Because, like, yeah, a lot of things going on. Like, I don't even know what my dad even sees in those gas dryers. Like, plus the one that I have at my dad's, which is stacked on top of my LG washer. It's the matching 3600 set. It's the DLG 3601W. And it doesn't have... Oh, wait, hang on. So anyways, it's the DLGX3601W. And it doesn't have the X in it, which means it doesn't have any of those advanced features like steam. Only the X models of dryers have that. So if it were the DLGX3601W or the DLEX3600W, it would have steam. And yeah, there is also a DLE3600W. I also figured out that the electric models always use the number 3600 well, just not that number specifically, but the last digit of the number in the electric ones is always 0, and for the gas ones, it's always a 1. So, like, how mine's the 3601, that's a gas dryer, because DLG 3601W, DLEX 3600W. So, yeah. I have heard about the 4500, which I think they stopped selling. But that is another easy dispense model that is also a mega capacity, so like 5.2 cubic feet. LG's biggest capacity that I know of is up to about 6 cubic feet. That's for front loaders. For top loaders, I'm not sure what it is. Hang on. Get this thing working. There we go. So, yeah, that lighting system that I did, not here, but like the one on the side of the door panel, that lighting system, I made it like very similar to my old Frigidaire FTF2J40ES1, which again is the washer. I don't remember the dryer model, or actually I don't think I've ever seen what it is, but it is the matching dryer. But not the dryer where you could actually see inside. It's actually the dryer where you can't see inside. Because I saw there was also a dryer where you can see inside, just like the washer. The dryer I had was one where you can't see inside, and that's on Frigidaire. But yeah, I like how they always just put glass in the door so you could actually see the inside. Because, like, washing machines has always been my thing for about my whole life. And the same simulation, spacebar and enter to open or close the door. So let's just say I'm doing a normal cycle, right? I usually do normal mode, warm wash, cold wash, and of course you could do any wash temperature or rinse temperature. Plus it also allows you to do hot wash and warm rinse together, which is one thing they could never do. And also cold wash and warm rinse, which is the exact opposite of warm wash and cold rinse because it's just the other way around. Okay, so normal cycle, normal mode. Okay, so a normal cycle would be normal mode, warm wash, cold rinse, max spin. Now it's just the way I would do a normal cycle because on most washers they default to just high spin. I usually like to just go for max spin just to get out as much water as possible at the end. The normal soil, and these two are just like power and start systems. And you can also have filtration rinse or water plus on or skip rinse fill, but I usually do just power wash for those. And if I'm washing any whites, I usually do steam or hot and add bleach into here, unless it's a delicate load. Then I leave the bleach out of the load and just put it on cold right here. And put it on gentle mode too. But yeah, I'll show you the difference between when you have power wash on and when you don't. So first we're going to start on no power wash. So we'll see that first. And I did speed up the locking process a while back. And change the motor sounds too. So you can see that power wash is not on. And only the filling inlet is running. None of these jets are running during any of the action. None of those jets.
Imagining what to be in the future, Animator.
Yeah.
So we can see our kids. And there goes the washer.
And now you see what it looks like when power wash is not on. Of course, I can't select it when it's in operation.
And remember the frog dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, the frog dog. Well, I usually don't like the intro, but I think I'll get over it soon.
Yeah, the show had a delay due to not being finished on the first episode yet.
I know. I wish that cat thingy will be a good guy again.
You mean Batcat?
Yeah, Bad Cat. He'll be a good guy soon, in no time.
At the end of the show.
I really hope so. Oh, Chloe. You know I just saw your post.
So I'm going to cancel the cycle to reset everything. Of course, it won't reset the water because, yeah, it doesn't do that in real life. So now I'm going to turn on power wash and show you what it looks like. Of course,
Even though, Chloe.
It's going to drain everything out before it actually does the filling. Okay, so now you get to see the jets in action because I have power wash on. Hang on a second. So you can see the jets only run when it's actually running the inner drum from the direct drive motor, which is that thing. You could see it. So here's the jets just alone. The filling inlet. You could even hear the sound of them. Sounds like the direct drive motor is actually blending in with those. 14. I think I'll actually do a full cycle. Yeah, I'll do a full cycle. Just a full quick wash. For now, at least. A could see, just like how LG could never think of, probably, how they could probably never think of. I even added a jet at the very bottom of the door seal. And I don't think LG has ever done that, so. Oh, 13. Funny coincidence, because today's the 13th. And that says 13 minutes left. Again, that's the backside view, the direct drive motor. So no belt. And good news, I finally got my scratch system working again. So, yeah, I finally got my scratch page working again. Because that washer-meter washer project is a scratch project, so yeah, it is working again. So that's good. $12.
You heard me, Chloe?
I think it's about to say 11 now. Oh, nope, next 2 rotations. Picking at the door lock. Yep, now it says 11. Once it reaches 10, it'll start draining again. For the drain only. It doesn't do a... Oh wait, no, it does do an intermediate spin, I forgot. It's not LG, it's washer-meter. Seeing the way it does that movement kept me thinking it was LG. I'm like, no, it's not. It's washer-meter.
I'm just gonna go. Catch you later. Happy Valentine's Day.
Alright. It'd be really cool if it were LG, though. It is just like LG, though. Which means it's really good. Here we go. Here goes the drain. Rotation usually stays still until it finishes draining. Like, until all the water is drained out. The drain still goes on, but it just rotates again when it, like, starts up. It drains out all the water. Here we go. Now it's drained out all the water. You can see the RPM counter there. So now we're about to go into balancing and spin. And we're about to ramp up to 500. Use this slow acceleration just like LG. Oh, here we go. Here comes the rinse. That's how it does the rinses. The heck? Little bit of a vertical view. I mean, that's also a vertical view, but yeah. There we go. We got it going. We got it going. Wait a minute. We got it going. I've been practicing accents for a while, actually. So, yeah. The turbo system kind of sounds like Perry the Platypus for some reason. I think it's gonna go to 5. Knew it. There we go. Final spin. That video again. Really? Huh? Who's that? I say for speeding up, let's get close to the inner drum. Timer will show it changing, actually. Here we go. RPM counter. Spinning up. Direct drive motor. Back to the inner drum. Those holes kind of look like they're jumping inside the... That's a 500. No! My screen just faded out. 3? That quick? Oh, here we go. $875 RPM. Yeah, you can really see it spinning like that. A lot of spinning. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Or actually, as it goes, spin, spin, That's from one of my favorite songs called DJ You're Up Washing Machine. It's gonna be at that speed for a while. Oh, never mind. There we go. It sounds kind of similar to LG's direct drive motor. You can see that one spinning. The direct drive motor there. Oh, and you can see all these settings have eliminated themselves now. Wash temperature and soil level did that at the beginning of the rinse, and then wash mode and rinse temperature canceled out on final spin. The reason for wash mode canceling out on the final spin is because that mode is still going in action. So like have it on gentle mode, you'll just still have the gentle on the rinses. Soak, you'll still have soak on the rinses. And normal, you'll still have normal on the rinses. Because it just synchronizes the whole cycle. And that's the max spin. 1500 RPM. Giving them the direct drive motor at 1500. And we are slowing down now. Here we go. So now it's going to do anti-crease before it ends. Anti-crease is like that little tumbly thing at the end. The short tumbles before it finishes. And we'll actually get to see the beeps it does at the end. And it does that beep tune like 5 times, by the way. So here we go. So there we go. That's the washometer beep sound. And that yellow light is the end. That marks the end. The green ones, wait, hang on. Let me go in order. The red one is the one labeled locked. The green ones are labeled wash, rinse, spin, sensing, and pre/extra. Pre/extra comes on when it's currently on an extra rinse or a pre-wash. That's why it's called pre/extra. So, I mean, what it's really saying is pre-wash or extra rinse. The yellow light, the one yellow light, as we could see, is the end of cycle light. And the one orange light is that error light right here. That one flashes whenever an error comes up on the washer. Say like DE or WDE. Now DE means door error, which means either the door is open or something might be wrong with the door lock. WDE is water drain error. WFE, water fill error. WHE would be like water heat error, like if the heater isn't working in there for some reason. Because that thing runs on its own heater. So like it doesn't use a hot water connection, it just uses the heater. It just uses like a heater cooler to like adjust the temperature of the water between from about 150. Wait, no, I mean from about 50 for oh my god, ignore the background. So the what was I saying now? I forgot what I was saying. Wait, did my cat just meow? That's my cat over there. Kind of hard to see from here, but that's her.
Oh, I see.
And sorry about my stammering. It just takes me a while to get up some words. We call her Malachi because she has green eyes. Yeah, ignore the background. Ignore the background sounds. That's just coming from outside the room here. But yeah, where was I on that? On the washer meter. Right, the ends light and then so where was I? I completely lost my place in where I am. Curse those background sounds. They made me forget what I was saying. What was I saying? Unite stream tonight.